All right, welcome to your 20-minute full body burn. Today we are going to work a lot of the glutes, the core, cardio, and then a little bit of triceps and back, especially if you've got those dumbbells. As always in these classes, the props are completely optional. They are designed to be also very travel friendly. We are just moving our body in a way that feels really good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get going. Go ahead, come in out center of your space. When you're ready, walking those feet out nice and wide. All right, from here, as always, starting with just a few circles through the hips. These circles are never, needing to be super big. You just kind of move at a range of motion that feels good to you. Go ahead, reverse directions. Yeah, just getting a little bit of movement in the trunk, breathing some air. Go ahead, pause through center. We're gonna find some hip rotation, so tapping the inside edge of either foot. Keep that stance nice and wide. Now you don't have to lift your foot up super high where your hand is touching your foot, it doesn't have to. Again, range of motion that feels good, right? We're just kind of waking up through the hips now. Go ahead, reverse directions, tapping outside edge either foot for that internal hip rotation. Good, you're just here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, go ahead, pause right through center. From here, feet go a little bit wider. You're gonna find a deep bend into one knee, send that booty back and down. Lift all the way up, add those arms, squeeze those arms in. Slowly lower, wow, all the way down, elbows squeeze back. Speed that up just a little bit. You lift, then lower. Now pushing down hard through your heels, starting to wake up through your outer glute. When you come down into that lunge, you're hinging your booty back, keeping that chest bright though, okay? So you're not dumping through that back. And your elbows are squeezing back behind you, starting to activate through that back. A few more just like this. And then we're gonna keep our side lunges going, ditching this lift in the middle. In 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. We're gonna bring those hands to our hips right here. Stay low, just take it side to side. Whew. All right, now we're gonna add on a reach, alternating sides. Every time your arm reaches out, your opposite elbow is gonna squeeze right into that side body. You're reaching kind of at like a corner. Think about like the corners of your mat almost is what you're reaching toward. Again, hinging your hips back, reaching that booty back, digging down through those heels. A few more just like this. We got 8. 7, crescent lunge is next. Good, big inhales, big exhales. We're just warming up. Not breaking any records here, but we do want to get that heart rate up. We're gonna hold to the left right here, so hold. So you're taking that left foot forward, taking your shoulders over your hips to start, hands reach high. Take a big inhale. Exhale, bring those hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Good, from here, go ahead, hinge forward at your waist. Now keeping your arms back, and then arms extended. From here, pushing your weight into that front heel, you're just gonna drag your back foot in as you find a bend in your arms and then everything reaches back. Okay, so we're starting to load that left glute right here. We're also starting to wake up through those triceps right in the backs of your arms, sweep it up, in and out. Not here long, side 2 is coming next. Whew, that heart rate's probably lifting from those side lunges and from turning on this glute. Good. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your arms. You can always slow it down if you feel more connected to your body that way. Very personal decision here. Again, we're just kind of revving up the system right here, getting that blood flow in. That is our goal of class, is just to feel good and wake that body up. Good, go ahead and hold that leg back, switching sides right away. Crescent lunge, side 2, hands reach high. Chest opener, interlace those fingers, opening up through your front body. Hinge forward when you're ready, shifting that load into your front heel. Extending those arms back, bend and reach. Woo! Again, take your pace. Right after this, we're gonna grab our circle band. If you don't have a band, you don't need it, okay? Don't sweat it. We're gonna move into some crab walks with a single leg lunge. I'll explain more soon. Maybe start to pump that knee into your chest. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your triceps. Push, push, push through that right heel this time. So, hello, right glute. Good, heart stays bright, spine nice and long. Final few right here. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, grab your band. Stand up tall. All right, go ahead, grab that band. You're gonna take it around your legs just above your knees. And now you're gonna come on down to one end of your mat to start. So you're gonna sink down into a squat, feet just wider than your hips. Now leading with the outer portion of your foot, you're gonna take 2 big steps to the left, take your right foot back behind you into a lunge, finding little pulses. All right, now take your feet out nice and wide back to your squat, taking those 2 big steps to the opposite side, right foot still, takes it back, we pulse. Okay, so right back through center, big step. So we're working that left glute to start, okay? Whew. Now, don't worry about your pace. Don't worry about matching up with me in my movement. I want you to think about finding your 4 pulses in each lunge, 2 giant steps out to the side, okay? So we're waking up outer glute and really putting majority of our force, of our focus into that left glute. Whew, about 4 pulses, but don't worry if you do 3 sometimes, if you do 2 sometimes. Whew. Good, a few more like this. Front knee stays nice and still. You're gonna keep that load as much as you can into that front heel. Your back toes are light onto the floor. Good, we're gonna head down for a little drop set in an all fours position soon. Whew. Hello, left glute, whoo, she's working. We got 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, drop set in 2, and 1, drop set. Go ahead, come on down. We are still gonna be working that left side, okay? Come on down to those forearms, extend your left leg long, flex your foot from here. You're gonna find little pulses to the side, okay? So hello, outer glute. So pushing your heel out toward the side, lifting your heart up. Now, how high your leg is lifted doesn't matter, okay? I just want you to feel that connection to your glute, even if you're a little bit lower toward the floor. Totally fine, okay? You can even box out your left arm if that's gonna help you feel more stable in your upper body. You can even come up onto your hands if that feels best. All right, we're gonna find large range in 4, 3, 2, hold that foot out to the side, and then you're gonna point your toe this time. Bringing your toe down, crossing that body toward the other foot, and then lift it all the way back up out to the side. Speed it up, take it down and up. So just finding that nice little cross diagonal line that you are tracing with those toes. Not here long, you got it. We got 8 like this. Side plank is next. 7, 6, 5. Whew, we got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. All right, go ahead, turn onto your side. You can ditch your band if you want, or you can leave it there. Totally up to you. You're gonna find a kneeling side plank. Big bend in your knees, heels in line with those hips. When you're ready, take a big inhale. On your exhale, lift those hips up. We pulse, we pulse. Maybe float that arm up toward the sky. You can also reach it out in front of you. Now we are working our right obliques here. Reach through those fingers. Heart stays lifted. Now if you want to turn it up a notch, you can float that top knee kind of in a clamshell, pushing out into that band every time you lift. Woo! Notice that turn up the heat even more in your right oblique. Also that right glute has turned on as well. Good, we're gonna find large range side plank very soon with that clamshell coming up next. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, take that hand right to your hip. You're gonna lower everything down, close your knees, and then lift, open it up, take it down and up. Move at your own pace. Woo! So that whole right side of your body, nice and warm. We're moving into triceps right after this, finding an all fours. Woo, tricep press. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. You can keep your band where it's at. Totally up to you. You're gonna drop down to those forearms. Now, this is important. Your elbows come directly beneath your shoulders. From here, I want you to shift that body weight forward, pushing into your palms. Push your heart up. From here, take a big inhale. On your exhale, push your palms as you squeeze your triceps when those arms extend. Slowly lower those arms back down. Again, elbows right beneath your shoulders. Speed that up. Take it up and down. So working on those triceps right here. Core's engaged as well, so no low hanging belly. Keep your spine nice and long. Dig into those hands. Woo! You got it. Lower and lift. Big inhale, big exhales. We're gonna find little pulses really soon. Now you move at whatever pace feels good. Okay, if you feel more connected to those triceps going slower, I want you to take it there. Making sure that your body weight is fully shifted forward though into your palms, okay? If you need a little bit more of a challenge, you can walk your knees further away from center line. You're gonna feel that more in your triceps. Alternatively, you can walk your knees a little bit closer towards center line, and it'll help you feel a little bit more supported, okay? So find a position that feels good to you. Go ahead, hold it low when you're ready. Little pulses right here. Take it up and down. Woo! Get nice and deep into those triceps here, burning them out. Now I will say this is our only set of triceps just like this, okay? Knowing that, I'm gonna give to you right here. Big breaths in and out. We got 8, 7, 6, large range in 4, 3, 2, large range. Oh, take it down and up. Oh my goodness. Down and up. We're gonna grab onto our dumbbells. If you're using them to stand up nice and tall, gonna target a little bit of the upper back. Now, I will give you an option to do if you don't have dumbbells or don't wanna use them, okay? You got 4. Standing tall in 3. In 2. Oh, and 1. Awesome job. Roll it on up. You can keep your band where it's at for this move if you're still using it. If you're not, you choose whether or not you want to throw it on for this. All right, so you're going to bring your feet out nice and wide. I'm going to turn to the side just for viewing purposes. Deep bend in those knees. Hello, squat. Hold it low right here. Drop your arms, palms face each other. Soft bend in those elbows. You're going to squeeze your arms back, keeping your gaze down. Slowly lower it down. So reverse flies right here. Just squeezing your shoulder blades together and then lower it down. Now, if you don't have dumbbells or you don't want to use them, you're going to do the same motion with no dumbbells. And an option, if you want a little bit more, you're going to lift and lower, keeping those arms going, finding a faster pace, okay? If you've got the dumbbells, you can play around with it, but I don't recommend going too fast. I want you to really engage through those muscles. But very soon, we're gonna add on a little bit of that lift. Similar to what you do with no props. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Stand tall right here. Keep those arms going. You're gonna lift, slowly lower it down. So if you've got dumbbells, I wouldn't go much faster than this. If you don't have dumbbells, take up some space, baby. Let it go. Woo! We're gonna move right back into those banded crabs for that second side to knock out that right glute. You got 4, 3, we're gonna hold it low, 2, and 1, single arm right here, so alternating sides. Lift up that left, lift up that right, deep bend in those knees, booty reaches back, back, back. Woo, waking up our back right here. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, set those dumbbells off to the side. We won't use them again to the very end. From here, go ahead, come on down to short end of your mat. Feet go nice and wide. Sink down into a squat. Big step out to the side. So this time we're gonna take our left foot back into that lunge. 4 pulses. So hello, right glute, right? Again, don't worry about the pace. Just keep sending that left foot back every single time. Ooh, now you know what to expect here. We're gonna do a little bit of this, really fire through that right glute, and then we're heading down to our little drop set on all 4s. Into side plank with the option for that clam shell addition. Then we got 1 more set of core. Cardio, and then we're out of here. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's gonna fly. Whew. Keep your pace, keep your breath, okay? Core stays engaged. At any time, you can always lift a little bit higher as well. I know this is a lot of incline, which for some people it might not be as comfortable. You can always stand tall before you move into that walk. Another option is you can come upright for this lunge. you're gonna feel more of that back quad, okay? You play around with it though. There's no right or wrong way, especially in these build and burn, or I'm sorry, full body burn classes. Oh my gosh. Woo, my right glute is on fire. You got this. The harder you dig that right heel down, you're gonna notice how much more you can feel it right in that glute. Knee stays stable. You got 8, 7, oh my gosh, 6, 5, woo, 4, 3, 2, oh my gosh, 1, stand tall. Woo. All right, come on down, finding that all fours position. Down to your forearms if that feels good. You know what to expect here. Extend that right leg long, flex your foot, pulse it out toward the side. You're pushing out into that band. You're gonna turn this over, easy as you can see. Out to the side, not up toward the sky necessarily. If you want to, you can go up and out, more of a diagonal. Again, wherever you feel more connected. Holy cow! Getting those ribs together, heart lifting up towards the back of your spine, back of your ribs. Keeping that full trunk nice and stable. You got it. We got large range in 4, 3, 2. Point your toe, drop your toe down toward that other leg, and then up toward the side. Slowly lower it down and up. You pick your pace. I don't want you to fly through it too fast because you might miss your muscles altogether. Working with more of momentum than anything. Even though we're not working on muscle hypertrophy here, we're not working on necessarily building our muscles, because if we were, we would need to make sure that we were using a little bit more intentional programming, which you'll see in our build classes. It doesn't mean that we don't want our muscles to do work. We still want to build that good gut for by plank in 3. Oh my gosh. 2 and 1. All right, option to keep the band or not. Totally your call. Come on down to your side, elbow under that shoulder, big bend in your knees, heels in line with your hips. Push into your forearms and lift those hips up, little pulses. Woo. Your call to do with that upper body. I think I might keep my hand on my hip this time. Think about lifting up right through that left oblique here. Very soon we're going to add on that top leg. Again, whether you have the band or not, you don't need it to feel successful in this class. All right, go ahead and float that top leg. We're going to add on that large range clamshell very soon. Breath. In and out, in and out. You got it. Holy cow. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, clamshell in 4, 3, hand to your hip in 2, 1, right here. Everything lowers and lifts. Good. Lower it down and lift. Feeling that left side fire as well as your right glute. Right outer glute. We just worked it. She's cooked. Right after this, we've got a little bit of core work with the final burnout of our triceps as an option if you have the dumbbells. Again, if you don't, just focus on that core. You got 8, 7, 6, oh my gosh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holy cow. All right, set that band off to the side. Go ahead, grab onto your dumbbells if you're using them. I'll demonstrate the core setup first. You're just gonna lay down on your back, big bend in both knees. Take an inhale on your exhale through purse lips, blowing through a straw. You're gonna lift up one leg at a time. Keeping that engagement in your core, no coning, no doming. Deep core engagement. From here, take a big inhale as your toe taps down. Exhale, lift it up. Opposite side, big inhale as you lower. Exhale, zip it up. Option if you want to use those arms. Every time one toe dips down, just find a big bend in both arms. Elbows stay stacked right over those shoulders. Fellow triceps. So these are lighter weights than what you may typically use in one of our build classes, right? So you can pick up the pace a little bit if that feels good to you. Or just keep at it, because we will be here a much longer period of time compared to our 60 to 90 second window for our build classes when you've got a heavier load. Whew. If you're not using the dumbbells, you can do whatever you want to do with that upper body, maybe even finding more of a dead bug where opposite arm reaches overhead as that leg that lowers. If you don't like bending at the knees, you can always extend your leg out in front of you and pull it back in. Whatever you do, whenever that leg comes back to center line, make sure you are breathing through pursed lips. Now, if you're feeling a little bit of hip flexors, or if you're noticing more of that coning and doming in your core, you're going to place your feet down on the ground and just kind of doing the opposite here. Taking a big inhale, and then exhale 1 foot at a time. We'll come up to tabletop position. So this kind of makes the home base in more of a stable position, both feet on the ground. And you can be really intentional with feeling that contraction through your core as one leg at a time lifts on up. So you're rolling up to cardio right after this. Coming up quick. You got 8 like this. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold everything up. Squeeze your legs together, flex your feet. Squeeze your weights together or your hands together. You're gonna extend those legs out nice and long. Maybe even taking those dumbbells an inch or two past your head. Maybe even finding a skull crusher hold right here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those legs in. You're just gonna find a pulse with your skull crushers down as your heels lower down. Lower and lift. Woo. Rolling up tall right after this. You got it. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let it go. Woo. Awesome job. Roll it on up. Set those dumbbells off to the side. Go ahead and come on down to one end of your mat. All right, so short end of your mat on that right side. With your left foot, you're gonna take a big step out. Lower and lift. All right. Woo. So here's your cardio. Add those arms. Inhale and exhale. Option right away. Add a heel lift, flexing through that foot. Now you have a soft landing on that left leg, okay? So soft landing on the left, keeping a nice soft bend in your right leg as well, okay? So you're not locking it out. We are not gonna stop moving right here. This is cardio, baby. Also, like I said, burning out that outer glute. Whew. Very soon we're gonna transition pretty quickly into a second side. It's gonna look just like this. Good. Move those arms, transition those arms into a fly. So arms come down, elbows squeeze it back. Woo! Side number 2 in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Side 2, big step out, other side. Starting right here. Big bend in that right leg this time. Soft bend in the opposite side. Woo, right away with those flies, heel lift, squeeze. Lower, lift and squeeze. Flex through that foot. Good. Woo! This is it. This is where we finish, right here. We've got literally seconds left of class. That's it. Seconds. Gotta really squeeze those shoulder blades together at the top as you rise. Yes, keep going. Bring those arms. You're gonna reach them back. Squeeze in. Punch your knuckles back. Squeeze in. Almost there. Final seconds right here. You're squeezing your triceps this time. We got 8, 7. Keep going. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Oh my gosh, don't stop moving. Shake it out, shake it out. Amazing job. Oh, you should be so proud of yourself. Showing up for 20 minutes, maybe like 25. Go ahead and slowly but surely let that heart rate come down with every breath. Big inhales, big exhales. Let your arms just start to dangle when you're ready. Walking your feet out nice and wide, hip circles, just like warm up. Keep moving. If that's what your body needs, go ahead, reverse directions. Meet us here when you're ready. go ahead and move into a crescent lunge. Left foot forward, right foot back, shoulders over hips to start. Take a big inhale as you reach your hands high. On your exhale, you're gonna open up to a warrior two. Deep bend in that left knee, right toes face forward. Drop your left forearm down as your right arm comes up to the sky. Circle out through the arm just a little bit. Kind of shake it out here. And then when you're ready, swing that hand high, come all the way up, lengthening through your left leg. And then crescent lunge side two. Right foot forward. Lift that back heel, all 10 toes face forward. From here, big inhale, exhale, open up. Dropping that left heel this time, left toes face forward. Deep bend in that right leg. Go ahead, drop that forearm down. Reach your arm and then let it fall. Just kind of shake it out. And then inhale, lift it all the way up. And then go ahead, turn face forward. Heel toe those feet under your hips. Shake it out a little bit here. And then when you're ready, one final breath together. Big inhale. Bring your palms together. Exhale, hands down to your heart. Maybe close your eyes, giving yourself one final moment right here. And then when you're ready, open up those eyes. Class is over. Awesome job. Well.